Don't be smart-ass thinking that you know, so you start anchoring against yourself.
Never assume, even if you know the person for 20 years. Don't risk leaving money on the table due to lack of negotiation tactics. It's not only about the logic when it comes to negotiations. It's also about just feel the environment, know the people. Where are you? Our business lawyer is here today.
Hello.
She's going to explain everything we need to know about negotiation and how to do it perfect and smooth. So we're going to give you a checklist. We're going to take you through what you should do and what you should not do. So listen carefully to this one.
So these are the 10 most common mistakes that smart people do. And I'm not going to say I'm smart or not, but I have done them. Based on we negotiate all the time, and for sure, I've done them.
You learn by mistakes.
Yeah, I learn by experience, and with age comes with a maturity. You learn to see others' perspective. So these are definitely mistakes I've done myself.
And that's why we're doing this episode.
Yeah.
So grab pen or paper and some coffee, because now we're going to take you through the list. So let's start with the first mistake, which is over-preparing on logic and under-preparing for framing.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So let's think about an engineer or a developer or a finance kid. You start with, well, what we see here is, of course, that you can see that in January we lost 2.5%. And then in March there was an upswing of about 2%. And what's even the purpose? Why are we getting this slowdown about data, right?
Exactly.
So you need to stop and think about, why am I telling this? What's the purpose? And help everybody else to follow along. So frame it. So, okay, we'll start this meeting with looking at our revenue stream. And as we can see that it's a bit up and down, I will bring you 3 key data points that we will analyze together.
That's magic.
Suddenly I framed it, what we're talking about. Why is it important? And you know also how long I will be speaking and about what, and that I will include you in the discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Number 2, over-preparing on logic and under-preparing for communications.
Again, rambling the data. So we see here that it's very important to inform everybody about it, make the right decisions, and do this and that. We're so ready about the facts, right?
Yeah, but I want to see you.
Yeah. If you want your point across, we know verbal communication is not enough, right?
No.
So also think about how you communicate it. And we all know about this open body position, open hands, melodical gestures, eye gaze, not too much, that's creepy, not too little, that's untrustworthy. And no flickering, right? But knowing it is not enough. When you think about the next meeting, as much as you think about the information you have, practice. Say it out loud. Say it to your family, say it to your dog, say it to the television, say it to the mirror. Just feel the words. And, imagine if you're going to compete in basketball. Would you just read up about the rules and the techniques and think that you're going to win the game? Or do you need to be out there shooting hoops?
Yeah.
Feeling it. It's the same with presentations, with negotiation. Practice about communication part. How you communicate.
You know where I've seen this a lot?
Yeah.
Professors at university. I studied philosophy and I had one professor. He just walked in and 3 hours later I said, what did he say?
Yeah.
And he was so smart.
Yes.
But 3 hours, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. Because you think that the content is everything. And sorry, it's not.
No.
Sorry.
So, good tip.
Good tip.
For the professors as well. Number 3, talking too much.
A smart person has a lot to say, a lot of data, a lot of brilliant things that everybody deserves to hear. I'm not questioning that. But if you talk too much, you will actually come across as less assertive,
Mm-hmm.
less confident. That's the biggest fear for a smart person.
Yes,
right?
definitely.
Yeah. So it might sound nervous instead. And it might
Oh.
sound rambling and like you don't have a clear structure.
We don't want that.
So you lose your key points. They will be hidden with all of that brilliant logic or all of that brilliant data. So sort out, prioritize, and only pick the key apples.
Good.
Yeah. And you can also, if you're doing a negotiation or presentation, you can also say, and if you want any of the back data to why the figures look like this, I'm more than happy to talk to you afterwards. Please come up to me.
That's really good.
Yeah.
You save it for later.
Yeah. So the other nerds, or me included, I will come up to you afterwards.
And ask the questions.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, number 4, getting to the solution too fast.
So if you're really smart, you rely on data and on logic, which means that you might enter a negotiation or a group meeting and you already figured everything out. You can seriously, that based on their needs, the situation at hand, and what we have to play with, this is the solution.
Yep.
And everybody else is super defensive and like, okay, that's your...
Yeah.
You need to bring them on the journey. You need to let them voice their concerns. And they need to be part of the solution.
Take them by the hand.
Yeah.
Walk them through.
Preferably, they should feel that they came up with it, not you. So instead, ask calibrated questions. Drive them to the solution. And share it with them. So a smart person relies too much on logic and forgets about the journey, the people, the emotions.
That's good.
Yeah.
Number 5, the most common mistake is underestimating the BATNA power.
The BATNA power.
Explain it to us.
Again, when you rely too much about the logic, you feel that the solution is clear.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, you look at the data and it's here and here and here.
So you put the dots together.
Yeah.
And then?
But what if you're dealing with a creative person?
Like me?
Yeah. Who has perhaps found a workaround?
Yeah.
And you're so focused on the solution and the data, you worked all night and it's so crystal clear, and you already have a new draft.
But
Ida has another solution, because she called up this guy she knows in Ireland, and he knows the SaaS developer. So she figured that either you both go and do a deal with them, or if you're not in, she just go on herself.
yeah.
She's figured it out. And you're like, what?
What happened here?
So think about what's the options.
Yeah.
Ask Ida. Try to find out. And know that perhaps you're hanging loose, or perhaps you have a better option. If you try to be creative, and you bring in some creative person on your end, and you try to figure out, how can we do this? What are the options? Both together and workarounds, right?
Yeah.
So even if you're really logic, try to talk with the creative person.
Yes, open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Number 6, making unreciprocal concessions.
Again, smart person. You figured it out. You see very clearly what you can budge on. And you assume that the other person is as logic and sees the same perspective as
100%.
you do. Always. And then that means that you walk in the room. Okay, well, thank you so much for your email. Based on it, and I know that your company runs a SaaS solution that is very focused on India. And I'm not interested in India, so we can divide the markets this way. And then I can facilitate you moving into Germany. And you're like, what?
Where are we?
Where are we? What happened? Because I started giving concessions. I gave India away. But I was so focused on the logics. The rationale would be for you to want India. But actually, if I would have asked you, it turns out that you're about to retire and you want to move back to UK. And India might have been your baby, but you want nothing more on earth than to give India up. But I forgot about actually finding out where the concessions really would drive home for you. Because I was so logic that I thought India was where I should give a concession. And it was a waste of time, because you didn't even want India. That was the last thing on your agenda.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. That's a really good tip.
Yeah.
Number 7 is anchoring against yourself. Sounds like a catastrophe.
Yeah. I've done it myself. Because again, I'm talking to Ida and I'm so sure that your rationale is money.
Yes.
That's all you care about. I know it. So I know, okay, I offered you 50K
Yep.
for your car. But fine, okay, I'll give you 75K. The only thing was, it wasn't money that was driving you. It wasn't it. Your problem was that you need some way to transport yourself to your mother's work in March. And I wanted to buy the car end of February. That was why you were looking so squeamish. I anchored against myself because I thought it was the price tag.
Yeah. But
So I was too smart for myself. So again, pause. She's looking concerned. Why could that be? Ask open-ended questions. Try to find out her perspective. Don't be a smartass thinking that you know, so you start anchoring against yourself.
very common mistake, I think.
But I mean, good for you.
Yeah, I mean,
50% up on the price.
I would not say no to that.
No.
I take the bus.
Yeah.
And then number 8 is ignoring the small print or leaving it too late.
Again, you're so focused on those financials, those metrics, that exact calibrating it, that you forget the totality. So you need to close a complete deal, right? So keep all balls running parallel. Make sure the legal team's in, the finance, the compliance, the HR, whomever. Or in your case, when you're selling your car, it might be your boyfriend. It might be your mom. So don't keep it too close to tie to your body. See who you can loop in to get both the BATNA and the creative ideas, but also know what's really important. Perhaps somebody else can help you out. You can have another solution, and perhaps you need a deal team in. You need a legal to make sure the fine print also works, compliance works, etc. So take a step back, talk to other people, and see what's needed to be done and what balls you can put on spin immediately.
Yeah, and sometimes you find new solutions you didn't even think about.
Exactly.
And things get bigger even more than you expected.
Or if you don't ask legal, it turns out you need some kind of authoritative, like we talked about with conditions of closing in M&A.
Yeah.
And you might have missed it and you have shaken hands and decided on a date and merging customers. I mean...
Could be crazy.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
No.
Number 9 is assuming they're playing by the same rules.
And that was a bit about that assumptions and logic, right? So assuming that we all have the same playbook.
We don't.
No.
Far from.
For you, fairness might be everything.
Yeah.
And for me, it might be market practice and being consistent with the deals I've done before because I don't want to set a precedent for something else. So if you assume that fairness is my driver, your arguments won't work on me.
No, you would just shake your head and say, what?
And then sure, fine.
But
Airhead, who do I care? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't assume that we're playing by the same rule book. Again, we have a episode about the lawyer playbook for questions, and then we talk about framing the situation in the beginning, where we talk about asking questions that are like, what would the win look like for you? How do you want to proceed? What would a good solution look like for you? And the purpose is for them to take ownership, but also for you to get the important information. What are my drivers? What am I talking about? And for you might talk about, well, I want to be treated fairly, and I feel that this is so unfair to me. Okay, then I know. That's your trigger point, right?
Yeah, just be honest.
Yeah, and then you can sculpt the negotiations around their measuring points, not yours, because that won't budge. You already have you, right?
Yeah.
I want your buy-in, not my buy-in.
Really good. And the last one is failing to define success beyond price.
A smart person focuses on metrics, on hard numbers. Perhaps. And I'm not saying smart as dumb by no means.
No,
and also
definitely.
remember that smart does not mean that you think that you're superior when you're talking about logic. It's not about that. It's not about thinking that you're right. It's thinking that the logic is right. So you think that logic is superior to everything else. And in this case, you need to know what's driving Ida. Perhaps it's emotions, perhaps it's legacy, perhaps it's feeling that she's been mistreated. So she doesn't mind going to court, paying a lot of money because she's been mistreated. She wants to be entitlement. She wants to the judge to say that she was treated unfairly and she wants to be treated fairly. So perhaps you can instead give her that in some way. Perhaps you can make a press release in some form. Perhaps you can give her a title. Perhaps you can give her an apology. So find out the other person's drivers.
I mean, that is so smart, because when a logic person and a creative person finds a way to work together, empires are...
Built.
Yes.
Indeed. My husband is a logic person and I'm a creative person. And
it's the same in my case.
Yeah. I mean, we're the powerhouse and we work everything out and we stick together because we play together and respect our differences.
Yes.
And we work with them and we're curious about the other person's perspective.
Yeah, and you work with communication all the time. Never assume, even if you know the person for 20 years, ask the question. Believe me.
And that also makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Because then you keep being interested in them. And so much more fun to always wonder, what do they have to say and why?
That's how you move forward.
And up.
And up, definitely. So thank you so much for sharing this to us. 10 really good steps, mistakes that smart people do. Put them down on a paper and have them in your backpack. Until next time. No, wait. This is not legal advice. It's knowledge sharing.
For sure.
As always.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
Hej då!
Hej då!